This is Peggy Ann Shoulders. I've told my real name and told about running in a political campaign and writing about mind control murders. And this is political, what's been done to me. 76 years old, I'm sitting here. I'll be out on the street tomorrow, quite simply because, and I've put it up here, this is the stuff I bought, the food. And let's just say I was scammed by the Eric Smith, who brought his buddy in, another cop, and he threatened me with mental health if I don't shut up telling the truth. Is really it about the part they played in all this. So I lost the last money I had day before yesterday, Sunday, and they were the ones responsible. Let me put it that way. Over the years, I didn't find out about being kidnapped until '83 when I was flown out to Flint's. After then, Larry Flint, because he'd been shot near Atlanta and Lawrenceville. I was living there, writing about Congressman Larry McDonald, a doctor there in Atlanta, and a bunch of other doctors in medical malpractice and mind control. So I don't want to get lost in that again. I paid a hefty price. I even was almost killed several times, but I worked for the district attorney in Huntsville in '80 after some of that happened, and the book was never published and passed a background check. But now I want to get to this. I was flown to Flint's during that campaign in '83, and he furnished me a car for a year, and when I went back, I was on the street again. My job shut down. I came to Roanoke, and I actually lived on the Appalachian Trail just to try to live. I starved and froze. People were told by the cops not to help me, but that's ludicrous. They should have and could have. I have been deliberately made homeless, and when I have an immune disorder, and when my immune system, I'm around toxic fumes, my immune system attacks itself, and I get very sick for inflammation. And there's no cure. You can take something for the inflammation. Other than that, you have to leave. If it's your home and your air is permeated with toxic fumes, you have to leave if you can't stop it. So over the years, my body has gotten really bad, lungs, kidneys, etc. Now then, I'm sitting here because a friend gave me the Android so I could upload it because I can't. The cops are involved. The law enforcement at a high level because of who I am and what I was telling about. And as it sits today, the last of my money was taken yesterday, so I have nothing. I'm sitting here and I can get no help other than I'm 76 years old. First of all, and can hardly walk. And this is law enforcement, Eric Smith and his buddies, the Rangers. And like I say, there's cops involved. It's who I am and what I was telling. And by the way, Larry Flint back then got locked up in Butner, and they used the mental health system on him. So I have been threatened by Eric Smith, who went to AA meeting. He's the Ranger. With Ferugson, who works, he didn't back then. I used to know him years ago. He was with homeless assistance when I came here. So they made me look like a bag lady and reduced me to a pauper. But anyway, he's threatening me with Maurice Ferugson because Maurice works for the mental health. So that way, hey, if he's a forest ranger or law enforcement, they can have you locked up, and I'd never walk out. I'm sitting here and I can get no help whatsoever. I guess I'd be lucky to get into town, and more lucky if I could just leave, get a ticket out. Because right now I'd be sitting on the street in the morning, and I've just got through calling all the social services and all this that are no good at all. They just refer you to other places that they're not sure, so they know my age. They also, I'm sure, since I've lived here for a long time, they know the background on what's happened to me. So I've been deliberately kept homeless and moved around, and how it's been done. I put it up on YouTube. So I'm sitting here today, and God help me ever get out of this country. I will never come back here. I just hope all of it's told and the world gets to see what's been done to me.